What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video I want to discuss the new loading screen that we did get for FIFA today, and the promo is approaching very fast. I just want to talk to you guys about what we know so far and kind of looking through last year, because the loading screen that we did get today pretty much indicates a good amount what we're going to be seeing throughout this promo. Every single day they've given us more clues as to what may happen during this promo today when you're watching this video. So if you guys do enjoy this type of content, please make sure you hit that follow button, or hit that follow button. Again, I said that for like the second time in 3 videos. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. I'd very much appreciate that. Also, if you can, go over to the Twitch channel. We stream every single day on there. I would very much appreciate it if you guys have not done that already. It's in the description below. Now, let me talk to you guys about the loading screen. The loading screen that we got today was this, and some people wanted to say today that, you know, a couple of these card images aren't the same as the actual promo cards that we got this year. Well, in my opinion, based on last year, and I'm actually glad that they're doing it early this year, so EA's not kind of, like, they didn't really give us a huge break in between Ultimate Tots and a new promo, like Fuddies. For example, last year, we didn't get Fuddies and that kind of content, I believe, until like early July, mid-July. So I'm glad that we're starting to get it like mid-June, because we still have about 2-3 months left of the year. And for people to like have some fun in the game and rip packs and have a little bit of fun that way, they have a good amount of time to do that. So this is the first batch, it looks like, of re-released cards that we got from this year. That is, to me and to other content creators as well that I've been talking to, that is pretty much what's going to happen. It's going to be a re-release of certain promos that we got this year. Headliner cards, Winter Refresh, Shapeshifter, Ones to Watch, some Informs, and then Copa Libertadores. Now, the Informs, it might not be to a certain week. Like, it could be weeks 1 to 22 or weeks 1 to 20. Whatever they decide to do over the course of the whole year, I'm not really sure what they're going to do yet, but I want to show you guys a few graphs as to like how certain players reacted last year to like the first like couple batches. It is not something you guys should be like, you know, you shouldn't be going into that thinking, okay, I'm going to make a little bit of money here. I'm going to pick up a card here on this day because it's going to drop and then it's going to rebound. There's no rebounding here. Like, if whatever you see dropping tomorrow, if they get re-released back into packs, you're going to continue to see that drop as they are in packs for the long haul. Whether that's going to be, they're going to only be in packs for 2 weeks, are they going to be in packs for 2 months? We don't really know yet. But based off of last year, the way that Fuddies was last year is we got Fuddies voting. And remember when we looked at the old loading screen from yesterday, if I can take a look through Donk's tweets, because Donk always has every tweet. This image right here, this little key thing, that, and somebody in my comments yesterday didn't really, I don't think, understood what I said, but it was an exchange for something else, like a voting type player. And that was actually confirmed today as well, because if you look at Dunk's tweets, I use Dunk all the time, like, he's just awesome. They came out with a FUWatch Summer Heat nominee. So FUWatch tweeted out today that we're going to be being a Summer Heat nominee, and that, in my opinion, is going to be a Fuddies nominee card. And that is kind of like what we got last year, where it would be like a 82 Lozano, and then we'd have to throw him into a certain SBC, pick whichever one we want, and then, you know, that's obviously the card that will be getting the SBC, whoever gets the most votes. So I kind of said in my video yesterday, I thought that Summer Heat was just a rebranded version of Fuddies, Best Of, and whatever else they decide to put in packs or whatever, right? That's what I thought that this promo was going to happen. It's just going to be over the whole summer, in my opinion. So what Fuddies did last year is, obviously, during the first 5 weeks of the campaign, you'll have the opportunity to vote for Fuddies players from multiple categories. On select days, you will find a player pick in your account when you log in. The player pick will contain 3 Fuddies nominees, 1 lone card, or it's pretty much a lone card with the base rating. And then you put, and then nominees include some of the most popular players from the past season. The nominee player you select will count as your vote. Remember, nominee player, okay? What did we get in that tweet? We got nominee players. So that's why I think it's going to be Fuddies. the winner will be released through an SBC as an upgraded footage winner item. Now, the reason why they may be starting this content on Wednesday is to give us that first Fuddies player item, and then the SBC comes out this Friday, and possibly with a new promo team. So they got a lot of different aspects as to what could happen throughout the promo. Best of packs, the 3 batches last year, the first one was on July 3rd, the second was on July 17th, and then the third batch was it was a combination of the 2 best, like the players that were the best in the first 2 batches. Now, I don't know if Team of the Season confirmed that, but if you look at some of these cards that were in here, we had some Carnival cards like Dybala, Dries Mertens, and this I don't think was the full list, but this was a good amount of them. Full birthday Gareth Bale, full birthday Marcelo, full birthday Kyle Walker, Philip Coutinho, future stars Frankie de Jong, future stars De Ligt, future stars Arthur, Upamecano, right? So we had a lot of these cards, and we got some ones to watches back in packs as well. Road to the finals were in there, Ultimate Scream cards, and then here we go, Bundesliga Team of the Season. So it looks like Team Seasons were batch 2 that year of last year, because all of these La Liga Team of the Seasons were here, Ligue 1, Premier League, all of these guys were in here. So that was batch 3, and batch 3 last year came out on July 31st. Now, batch 3 this year is going to be earlier because they've started way earlier. Because look at here, the first batch would be on July 3rd. We're 2 weeks ahead of that at least. So I think that we're going to be getting batch 3 unless we don't get, I think we are going to get batches, because if you look at this loading screen, I do think that you're going to see these versions get put back into packs, which will make those cards drop. So in my opinion, and this is something you guys want to be looking at, Paulo Dybala was put into, I would assume, batch 2, which was on July 17th. If you look at Paulo Dybala from, let's go like 7-8 right here, right? So, July 9th, right? He's going up a little bit, I guess, because of the weekend league that week, right? He actually went up a good amount. Thursday, 419, all the way to 540 on the Sunday. But once this peak happened, you knew that he was in packs on the 17th, and then bam, you just saw him go for 427, and he went by August 4th. He was 106,000 coins. That is one aspect of it. With Ronaldo here, I believe he was in the, if we look at team of the knockout stage, did we get Ronaldo? Okay, so it didn't show us that we got Ronaldo. But Ronaldo's graph last year, I would assume he was around here as well, the Wednesday the 17th. And then he just went all the way down to August 4th, 1.8 million. So you saw how high he was at that time, 3.5 million. Then he went all the way down to 1.8. There's so many different ones you can look at. I mean, if you look at Carnival Neymar is another one that, I kind of looked at earlier today on stream. You look at this huge graph downwards, July 17th, 2.5 million. By August 4th, he's 1.2. He's half in price. And that's what you're going to see with a lot of these cards that get put into the first set, the first batches. So was there any ones to watches last year that were like probably released? I would go into, because I know ones to watches were released last year. How about like a ones to watch? Well, what ones to watch would I like to put here? Ones to watch was kind of a dead promo last year. How about like Riyad Mahrez? Like, how did Riyad Mahrez like? Okay, so May 25th, and on July 2nd. So this is when he got put into batch 1, July 2nd, remember, on this screen. July 3rd was the first batch, right? So this is July 2nd here, okay? By July 4th, okay, what does he go down to? He halves in price. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of these ones to watches. Whatever you guys do have, if you look at, shapeshifters, right, they're going to drop a good amount. If you look at the headliner team is going to drop a good amount, in my opinion. Right, you're going to see a lot of these promo cards start to drop, like your Ben Yedders, your Griezmanns, your Hazard. If these get supplied through packs again, you're going to see these go lower and lower. And again, like I said, you want to wait for these cards to drop to their ultimate lowest, because these cards are going to take a really hard dip. And then at this point, like a couple, maybe a week or two after, if you kind of want to use one of these cards, I don't know why you would, but then you can buy in, right? You don't want to buy right away. You don't want to buy tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a Thursday. I can't fit Thursday flipping investment guide into the video tonight, but I'll try to do it tomorrow. I don't know when I can get that done, but looking at icons would be the best thing for you on this Thursday. The icons that I always talk about, because you know, these cards are going to dip. Between 5 and 7 p.m. UK tomorrow, you might see the market dip a good amount, because if these cards are getting panic sold, and for example, Ronaldo is getting hit hard right now. Ronaldo was upwards of like 147 earlier this morning, or even 15 actually. Yeah, he was 149 and he's down at 133, so he's actually down 160k at the moment. These are the kind of cards, if people see that this market is dropping, they might be tentative and they will actually sell their cards as well, which can give you a good opportunity to get in on icons, things you want to be looking for Thursday flips. I think French players are going to do really well, like French icons. So again, your Blancs, your Desailly's, your Machiavellis, you know, Pires, all of these kind of cards, man, you want to be looking at. The most used icons is what you want to be looking at, in my opinion, for this week. The market's going to go up a good amount, in my opinion. So there's so many different icons you could take a look at, but they're going to be needed, because if people want to use any of these new players that get put back into packs, you could see the icon market go up a good amount this week. And I think you will. Like a Clarence Seedorf here at like 175. Crespo can go up a little bit. Thierry Henry, I think, would go up a little bit as well. He's still holding a price of 190. SCM would go up. I think that Ballack will go up. Ballack is somebody that always goes up. Ronald Koeman can go up a little bit. Van der Sar always rises on Thursdays. Like I said, Desailly would probably do well, the CDM version. He's 214,000 coins at the moment. This would be the kind of card that actually he's a little bit lower than where he should be at the moment. He was at the point 238 and 235, so I might go take a look at that on the market right now if that card's there, because that's going to be a good little flip for me if I can go and find him. These are cards you want to be looking at for Thursday flips. Icons is what you want to be focusing on, in my opinion. I don't think you should be focusing on, you know, yeah, you can look at, you know, fall birthdays. You can focus on other cards that are no longer going to be in packs. But if I were you guys, I would take a look at just buying icons. But icons are the most consistent thing in the game this year. And I always tell you guys that, because if people want to use, and I use this example, if they want to use a once to watch Yetter, which will drop tomorrow, right? If they want to do a once to watch Yetter, and they want to have Felipe Anderson, well, you can get a Desailly who gets a link to Felipe Anderson and also gets a strong link to Ben Yedder, so that gives him full chemistry. That is why it's so important to just have icons for Thursdays, because icons are so consistent, man, and I can't say enough good things about it. I have a Yedder right now that I need to get out of, because I can't sell this fucker. I don't know why I can't do it. I'm probably just going to take a little bit of a, probably just a tax loss maybe on that. But I'm trying to get back into trading a little bit, try to get a little motivated for next FIFA, obviously. Some other Thursday flips, because I don't want to just give you guys, like a talk about tomorrow. I want to show you guys the cards that you can buy. So like I said, Desailly on Xbox, if you want to look at that same graph, Desailly was about 175 at his lowest today. If you could find 175, 180 for that, that's really good in my opinion on Desailly. So that's, you know, that's one. I would look at Socrates. Socrates is somebody that Brazilian center attack and mid, right? If you look at on, where is he yesterday? So on PS, he hit a high of 235. You could find this at under 210. It's good. And then on Xbox, I think 210, 215 is also pretty good. For Thursday, you might even see some bigger drop-offs. You know, you really might see some bigger drop-offs tomorrow if the panic is huge. I would look at Cannavaro again. He's a very, very consistent icon. Not center attacking mid. I was about to say it, but look at this graph, man. He's going up and down a lot. So Wednesday he's 201 on PS4, and then he goes to 227 by the Thursday. So for me, that signals he's going to go up on Thursday. You would want to pick this guy up at 212 and under on PS, and on Xbox, you're going to want to pick him up at like 185, 190, if you can, on Cannavaro. Zanetti, I feel like, maybe not Zanetti we can look at, but how about, who's another card that we can look at? Petit always does well. Again, very, very meta, center, defensive mid, France. Okay, again, has a lot of ups and downs. That tells you, look at last week, he was on the Tuesday, he was 248, goes all the way to 297 by the Friday. So in my opinion, you're gonna want to look at this at 250 on PS, and then you're gonna also want to look at like 215 on Xbox. 210ish would be good for me. Who else can we look at? Sol Campbell always does well. We've told you guys in the past certain cards to look at. Sol Campbell, look at these ups and downs again. This shows you he goes up a lot. So he went from 229 last week to 260 on PS, and then to 303 by the Friday. If you look here, right, I would probably try to get him at 255, 216 under. And on Xbox, you're going to want to buy him at like maybe 215, 220. Maybe find 215. That'd be a pretty good price in my opinion. And the 87, same thing. The 87, you're going to see a huge rise on this card. People like using him. He's an English icon, right? He goes from, on Wednesday, he goes from 270 all the way to 300 on Thursday, then to 340 on Friday. So you probably want to pick him up at like 285, 290 on PS. And on Xbox, you're going to want to pick him up probably around the 235 range. So that's another one. Is there any other cards I could show you guys that'd be decent? I think Del Piero probably will go up a little bit. George Best, I think with the card that he has, does he go up a little bit? Yeah, he did go up a little bit last week. He went from 293 all the way to 370 by Thursday. Yeah, I would like this. This is again 280 on PS, Xbox 260. That's what I would buy at. Those are two pretty good prices. The market should go up a really good amount this Thursday. There's a lot of coins in the market. Look and see what happened on Saturday when the guarantee pack came out onto Monday. The market absolutely shot up because there's so many coins in the market right now. Cannavaro again, 270 by Tuesday. He goes up to 325 by Friday. If I look at his graph, you're going to want to pick this card up at anything under 280 in my opinion. On Xbox, you're going to want to pick up at 250 if you can. No, probably you might be able to get 230 as well. 235 to 240 I think would be a good price for him. SCN 85 card. 85 usually does well. These are all cards that you guys want to be looking at. Again, ups and downs, peaks and valleys, right? That's what you want to be looking at here. 285, 290 on PS. And on Xbox, you're going to want to pick up at like 205 if you can. Okay, so these are all really, really good prices. This is going to be a long video, but this is because I'm showing you guys certain cards to buy that will do well on Thursday this week. You know, he didn't really go up that much, but he went from 324 on PS all the way to 388 actually. He went up a good amount. Again, on PS, you're going to want to look at 320. On Xbox, you're going to want to look at like 305, even like 300 and under. If you can get under 300, that's pretty good. Rio Ferdinand, like I said, Del Piero is also pretty good. I don't see this Rio a lot in Weekend League, but he did go up a lot last week. He went from can I see this real quick? Can I see 303 on PS all the way to 370 by the Friday. So again, I'd be looking at 315, 320 on PS. Xbox 275 to 280 would also be good prices. So there's a lot of icons here, man, that you guys could be looking at. I'm just going through a few of them that have shown that they go up in price. Like I said, if I was showing you any, like, you know, babies or middles, look at their primes, look at their middles as well. You know, Garinch is, again, another icon that there's not many right wings in this game, so you can look at him. Again, peaks and valleys, look at what's happening here, right? He was Tuesday, 355, goes all the way up to, like, 431, so he went up almost 100,000 coins. Again, on PS, you're going to want to look at 340, and on Xbox, you're going to want to look at 330 and under, 320, 330 if you can. So that's pretty much it with the Thursday flipping. Matthias always does well. Again, I don't want to leave anybody out for you guys. I want to give you guys as many different looks as possible. Tuesday, he was at, or Wednesday, 372, all the way up to 402. So you can see a little bit of a rise there. I would try to pick up, if you can, at 375 on PS. Xbox, look at 340 and under if you can. He's very, very rare on Xbox right now, so don't pick that up. So it's a long video, but moral of the video is make sure you get out of a lot of your cards tomorrow if you have them, because I do think that they're going to get put back into packs and you will see them drop a good amount. Tomorrow between 5 to 8 p.m. UK is going to be a buy time for icons and everything like that. So thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.